Hey, it's Mike here. I'm at the Joliet Area Historical Museum, and we're kicking off our Route 66 adventure today. We're basically going on to Wanda, and maybe a little further than that, and see how things go. So let's check out Joliet. So the one thing we came across in here in Joliet is the Marx Brothers. As you can see here, apparently they were farmers around this area, and they're pretty bad at it, so they stuck to comedy, and that's where they succeeded at. As you see, I picked up this pretty cool hat. I figure if I'm driving down Route 66, I should have at least a hat or something to wear. This year, instead of a Route 66 coin, they're passing out magnets here. As you can see, this year's for Joliet, they have the Blues Brothers, which is pretty cool. Welcome to Wilmington, Illinois, home of the Gemini Giant. And there he is. He's actually still got football up in his helmet there, which is pretty cool. And it's quite a bit of cars here, as you can see. Quite a bit of action going on. The restaurant is open now. Well, they don't serve food yet, but they do have souvenirs that you can get and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Okay, and the one thing that people seem to miss as they drive around Route 66 here in Wilmington, since the traffic's pretty bad, is the fact that there is a Sinclair dinosaur here in town. Alright, so here's the Sinclair dinosaur that everyone seems to be passing up. You can see they still have this sign in the window. It's just kind of cool seeing these old artifacts on Route 66. And there's also a pump in there too from Sinclair gasoline, which is pretty awesome. This building here is actually the Eagle Hotel, which was established long before Route 66 was actually established. In fact, it was here back in the days of the wagon trail. Now it's kind of cool stumbling across old murals like this. And I think I've seen this one before in a magazine or a book I was reading on Route 66 before I took my little adventure here. And in this drugstore is actually an antique store now, but it's kind of cool they kept the facade up of looking like an old drugstore. So I stopped into an antique store and look at there's Prince Albert in a can. It really does exist. Alright, so I'm standing outside Odell, Illinois, and second day here actually on Route 66. I stayed over in Pontiac. Unfortunately, due to the weather, I am heading home this morning to try to stay ahead of it. But I decided to do a turn off here because you can actually see part of Route 66, well, the old Route 66, before it was turned into a single lane highway, which is what it is now. Before it was a double lane, and I'll show you that here in a bit. But first, you gotta check out this sign on the barn for the Merrimack Caverns. Let me turn around here. See at the distance there. Now that is pretty cool. The book I had showed where it was at, and I didn't know it was actually on this turnout. So it's kind of a bit of a coincidence that I found this. As you can see here, this is a part of the old Route 66 at one point. It was a divided highway, as you can see with the grass down the middle, and it was a two-lane highway. But now, unfortunately, it's a single lane in either direction. So it's kind of sad how things have changed over the years, but it's kind of cool too how this is just sitting here running along Route 66 still. And it's kind of cool too, there's train tracks off to the left, and to the far right, which you can't see far away over there, is the interstate, which is what basically killed Route 66. These signs welcome you to Odell. So welcome to Odell, Route 66ers, a small town with a big heart, where everybody is somebody. They kind of very much like a Burma shave type sign, which is pretty cool seeing. I was expecting seeing these when I was driving to the Standard Oil station here in Odell. Okay, so according to the sign behind me, I'm 2,361 miles from LA, which I'm not heading there, unfortunately. At least not on this trip. I'm not heading to Santa Monica. But I am at the Standard Oil service station in Odell, Illinois. It's pretty cool looking on the outside, so let's check out the inside. So as you can see here, they have the souvenirs mixed in with all the artifacts of the service station, which is kind of neat how they did this. You know, so you have all the oil cans, you have supplies, you have tools that you need to work on cars. Plus, you have stuff that you can buy as well. So it's like walking into a museum that's part of a gift shop, which is kind of neat. One of the cool things up here is what they call the subway tunnel, is where that fence is at. And basically it goes underneath Route 66. It's closed off to the public now, but the first couple stairs are there, which is pretty cool. And basically what had happened was this road was so busy with travelers. You know, this is a main thoroughfare for Route 66 at one point. And so kids had to go, and people had to go to church, which is right across the street. And in order to do that, they had to use the subway tunnel here, so they can safely cross the street. So it's kind of cool how the city, or the town, compromised or came up with a solution for all the traffic going through town. Another service station located along Route 6 is the Ambler's Texaco station in Dwight, Illinois. Now they said they designed it like a house to make it more welcoming to people who are new to driving cars at the time. Now this station actually closed in the late 90s. That's why they said these are the last gas pumps used on Route 66. Now this fire engine as well was also the first fire engine that was used in the city of Dwight, Illinois. It's kind of neat seeing it on display. So as you see here, when I'm driving along, you have the interstate on the one side, you have the railroad tracks on the other, and I'm kind of stuck in the middle here on Route 66. So one of the cool things here in Gardner, Illinois is not only is the 2-cell jail, which I'll show you in a moment, but also is a streetcar that was a horse-drawn streetcar that was turned into a restaurant here on the property as well. And the people who donated it, actually, they had a restaurant here on Route 66, and unfortunately back in 2010 it actually burned down, unfortunately. So here's a sign from the restaurant they had on Route 66 called the Riviera Restaurant. Like I said, it burned down in 2010, unfortunately, but they donated this streetcar to the city. As you can see, there's still food on the counter here. Well, I'm not too sure how good it is, but it is very tempting. And the guy serving it seems pretty happy about it, so maybe it's still pretty good. Well, they finally caught me. I don't know how they did it, but they did. They finally caught me. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm stuck in this 2-cell jail. This guy next to me, I don't think there's anybody even here. Go there, the door is open. For crying out loud. So I'm here all by myself. All because somebody didn't like one of my videos or something. I don't know. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. There's no guard around. I can't make my one phone call. You know, I'm required, or they say I get one phone call, but I don't even see a phone around here for crying out loud. I mean, on the desk over there is an old-time radio. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta call work tomorrow and say, hey, I won't be in, but I can't call because there is no phone. This is really depressing. I mean, really, this is really depressing. I guess I can go lay down on the cot over here. I mean, it doesn't look very good, and the toilet behind me, it was more like a spittoon, for crying out loud. I guess I can sit here and rattle my bars, like, hey, let me out. Ooh, the light turned on. Too many crickets, I gotta deal with Joe's too. My goodness. I sit here rattling these bars until they open, I guess. Oh my god, they open. Look at that. I'm free. See ya, suckers. Free at last. This fresh air. I gotta run. They're gonna catch me. Throw me back in there again if they catch me. I don't want to do that all by myself. And with a ghost for crying out loud? Never gonna happen here. Gotta go. Superman? Elvis? Betty Boop, James Dean, Marilyn Monroe, and another Elvis? That can only mean one thing. We're at the world famous Polkadot Drive-In here in Braidwood, Illinois. And according to their sign here, they had the home of the world famous, well, I'm saying world famous, but they're saying the home of the famous chili cheese fries. That really does sound delicious. Alright, so I'm at a little ice cream stand slash park here on Route 66 right outside Joliet. And if you look down in the center of your screen there, by the water tower there, that's Joliet Prison. That's also where Prison Break was filmed at, and where Jolie Jake left prison in the Blues Brothers. Alright, so things didn't go as planned as I'd hoped, unfortunately. I ended up staying the night in Pontiac after getting a little tired from driving all day and stopping and seeing all the sights, and basically it was extremely crowded. It was insanely crowded. In fact, when I talked to the people at the Odell service station, they said that they have never seen so many people there in one day. So it was crazy along the route, which is why I went back today and did little things here and there. And so maybe someday I'll actually take the whole road, the whole mother road down to Santa Monica. Who knows? It'd be kind of a dream for me to be able to do something like that. So until then, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later on down the road. I gotta go, and it's been fun talking to you, but I gotta go.